welcome everybody. Is Donna with us? Donna! Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the news and updates. And I am Laurel, and there's beautiful Donna. Who's muted?
The music in my, there's such a delay with the music in my headset. It plays with my
I
head.
know.
Oh, you guys, I'm so excited to be here, but my mind is like, I'm here, right? I'm not
Yeah,
muted,
you're here.
right?
You're here. A little stuttering.
Can you hear
but
me?
You're here. Yes, we can. So
Can you hear
welcome,
me?
welcome. Barely.
Okay.
So,
Testing.
and I think a re-enter would help.
Testing.
All right, a re-enter would help. Welcome to our fun technology stuff here. Okay, so while Donna's figuring out her technical problems, I want to welcome you here to the news and updates. And our esteemed producer, Mark.
Something's going wonky. It won't even
Yeah.
re-enter. Can you?
Okay. Yes, but you're really breaking up.
Right.
Okay. Uh-oh. Don't you just love having technical problems here?
It's not even letting me re-enter, so I'll try in a second again, okay? But I'm
Okay.
I'm helping Loretta out with the news and updates today. Ready to...
Now we've lost you completely.
Go ahead and I'll try and re-enter again.
Yep, okay. If not re-enter, then exit. All right. So love the technical problems we always have here in Upstate, in AltSpace, and especially with the news and updates. It's live. What do you expect here? So again, my name is Laurel. It was Donna. She'll be right back. And we are the hosts of the news and updates, and we're ready to bring you all the news that is the news. That is the news of the news and the news of the metaverse. And Mark, our esteemed producer and the genius of this weekly AltSpace news show, is behind the camera bot live streaming to everyone out there in the metaverse and beyond. I'm so glad to see you. Wow, have we got some news for you. So AltSpace has been pretty bumpy for many of us this week. We've had a few updates, followed by some quick fixes, and everything should be back to normal by now. Okay, so we hope, all right? So often we forget that we are pioneers here in VR and in AltSpace VR. Sure, there's going to be some bumps along the way, but we've created this amazing community here. And, that's what's most important, isn't it? It doesn't matter. It's the glitches. I mean, we can live with the glitches. It's the fact that we've got this amazing community here, and we need to remember that it is the community that we've built here, not just the fact that we have some technical difficulties that pop up from time to time. So on Tuesday, we saw the release of Unity 2.19.2 for AltSpace VR. And this update unlocked many opportunities for us in terms of performance and ease of development and content creation. So we're really excited about that. And the update, unfortunately, had some issues with our hands flying off into the abyss. And a fix was attempted right away, but it didn't succeed. So we then found another issue with screens flickering on VR devices and whatnot, but a temporary fix has been found to remedy this. So on your VR headset, go to main menus, settings display. If you're having any flickering going on, go to main menu, settings display, and then turn off adaptive resolution. Then click OK, and then reboot in AltSpace. Usually you don't have to reboot, but it's just for good measure to make sure that resolves. So Donna, are you ready? We're down at G if you want to jump in on us with us. All right.
The question is, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. You sound fantastic now. Yep. Yeah, everything is good. And Malkiva, if you could take a seat. Michaela, if you could take a seat and join everybody up there, that'd be awesome. Are you ready? Donna.
I'm going to try. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, so I'm going to try, but so many funky things in between my own internet and a few things in AltSpace. Interesting times, people.
I know
so
it.
In the past,
make sure you have the on-air button turned on, and it's all good.
I do. In the past few months, we've been reporting that all the featured worlds will be removed and 20 newly featured worlds would be in their place. If you check the in-world menu, Tuesday's update to reduce the well over 80 pages of worlds to just 3 or 4 pages of 20 worlds, that happened.
Wow. So then we also, so that did happen, and it's going to shift and change as it goes forward. We also learned this week that Facebook has dropped the enterprise version support for the Oculus Go headset as part of their business plan and their business program. So that doesn't mean that the Go has lost all support. It means that all the deals that are set up for the enterprise and for corporate and all that stuff like that are going to be stopping. They're going to put all of their work into towards the Quest, but it doesn't mean anything. It's not going to affect us here, but it's a hint that while they're stopping it for corporate and enterprise and education, that it is kind of the Oculus Go is losing favor with Facebook as they put their energy onto the Quest and the Rift and whatever new gadget they might be working on next. So just I take these things with a little salt, pepper, ketchup, mayonnaise.
Yeah, and I one other thing with Laurel that we didn't talk about, but I noticed this week that they put a permanent discount of I believe it was $50 against the Oculus Go, right? So that was another interesting little tidbit. I just thought about that right now.
Yeah.
So as we've been reporting, the Info Zone is now the key access point for new AltSpace VR users. Guests may no longer enter AltSpace VR, only those with a registered account. While some believe that this prevented trolls at events, some of you may see less disruption. Know that this is also a myth. So people with accounts can still be trolls.
You got it. There have been some outrageous trolling and cries for negative attention over the past week, and these people had accounts. In addition to removing these people from the events, consider noting their username if possible and reporting them. You can find them listed on your event's blacklist if you edit it, and there are reports of trolls going from event to event and being really disruptive and toxic, and we need to work together to ensure these people are reported properly and removed, if possible, from AltSpace VR if their behavior doesn't change. Now, we're not talking about the typical annoying people, okay? We all got the typical annoying little don't know how to behave people. We're talking about mean, bullying, abusive, even violent behavior people, okay? As a community, we need to work together to keep each other safe. So it's just a team, man. We got to work as a team.
Wow, so is something, but these are the kind of things that all bring us together, you guys. Like she said, we're going to be a team. Also, keep helping AltSpace VR deal with the underage issue. This continues to be an issue. Block and report underage individuals to allow the staff to deal with them. It isn't about being mean. It isn't personal. It's about obeying the law. Drive a car on a highway. What a great example, right? You guys, it's about their safety. Maybe they can handle it. Back roads when I was 10, driving a truck.
Yeah, sure.
In the back roads of Manitoba, right? Even I think about that sometimes. But it's really the law. When we drive on the roads, we need people, not only that 10-year-old, but the person around them too, right? And it's our job to work with the laws set by domestic and international laws. And I'll be honest, I'm just going to tell you, I've had, this one's been hard for me. And we all have to adapt to this, and I've maybe been slower than other people that because you see the compassionate side. So I get the compassionate side, except that hot stove and the kid, you take that hand away no matter how much they're angry at you. It's just what has to happen.
Oh, beautiful example. It is. That's so true. And I actually had a few minutes free, and I was watching Babylon 5 recently. The old award-winning
science
fiction. Yeah, I know. It was like 2 minutes, but anyway, the old award-winning science fiction television show that is as relevant today as it was when it aired. Honestly, I could talk for an hour on how that just surprised me. And they have these characters known as the Rangers, and they're the peacekeepers, so to speak, on the show. And their motto struck me as a great description for our community and our community standards here. Live with compassion, respect, and delight. Isn't that beautiful?
That's so good. Yes.
I love that. That is just gorgeous.
Oh, that's a great motto, and it does so represent life here in All Space VR, where we have great compassion for each other, we show great respect, but most of all, we find this all delighting and want to share the delight with others. I love it, and what a good find. Oh, I love that. We've been told that there are new updates coming. Oh, yippee. Soon to improve performance and experience.
I know. I'm with you. We're all with
I
you.
just say, it always gets better. It always gets worse and then it gets better. You guys, we've learned how this ebb and flows, right?
It's like cleaning house. It's like cleaning house. Your house goes to hell before it gets cleaned, okay?
Oh, sorry. I really need to keep my internal voice internal sometimes. Okay, so we'll report these changes on the Discord channel, updates, etc. during the week and bring them to you here next week on the news and updates. So now on to world news, and there's nothing happening with worlds these days.
Oh,
Whatever
no,
will we
nothing at all.
talk about?
There'd be nothing if it wasn't for world building stuff this week. Okay, so the ability... Oh man, it's been an entertaining world building week here. The ability to search worlds and kits used by many of the world explorers and the world builders and event hosts like those at the world tour events, which sadly had the search ability had to be removed due to a security requirement. Okay, that just they Altspace didn't anticipate this would affect them, and then it did. Totally beyond their control, so know that this removal was unintended and unrelated to the recent changes to worlds. And no timeline has been specified yet as to when that will be restored. But Altspace has apologized for the inconvenience caused, and they're working on a fix, and will update us as soon. This one was totally beyond their control, but we have a workaround here. So one of the workarounds, you want to tell them?
Is to search for worlds for now. Oh yeah, and it actually works great. Google has become our second home, right? So go to Google.
Okay, Donna and Val, we need
we
air,
got-
please, for the second
what
room.
happened?
Thank you.
It turned off.
It turned off, yes. So Donna,
Okay.
you can stick on air for me, please. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Hello, everybody in the second room. Hearts to you. All right, Donna, keep going.
Okay, I don't know so I just turned on air off and on, so I hope that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, So you want to search for something? Let's go to Google and use that as a search tool. So for the following examples of themed worlds, siteaccount.allvr.com pirates, or allvr.com cemetery. This will help you for now while a fix is in the works. And I'll just say, I went to Google search and put in Daisy Shaw and Altspace, and I got like a whole bunch of her stuff came up. So be creative in Google search and see what happens. Which reminds us, please write adequate descriptions for your public worlds and use tags to help people add keywords to help people find your worlds. And so that's going to become more and more important as we move forward with how they're doing changes in worlds. So this is going to become critical. Without the words, we can't find your worlds. So help us help you.
Worlds need words. There you go. Tongue twister. Oh,
you guys, neither of us are on medication, but it may appear we are.
It's the delight part. Okay. All right. So,
sorry.
You guys just show up for our mistakes and our boo-boos, don't you? You just show up for the entertainment. You don't care about the news. All right. I love it. Okay, so, all right, so while we're talking about some of the fun things going on, it was kind of a bad week for world building, but part of our job is to bring you some clarity to how the news in Altspace works, or at least make it be fun and funny. So World Builders were warned for over 18 months the old SDK and Shane's editors' assets and features would end, and indeed they did a couple weeks ago. And a new AltSpace VR Unity uploader was introduced, then completely rewritten over the holidays to finally update it to embrace Unity 2019. Now, as painful as this is, many of the world builders have been just waiting to have access to the 2019 features, but we've been stuck with 2018. This now says goodbye to 2018. Hello, 2019. We'll work on 2020 later. World builders were warned for well over a month that they were to update their Unity assets and their worlds to the new version. And some got around to it, and some didn't get around to it, and some broke. And what broke most for a lot of people were the assets used with the in-world world editor. So after discussing this with the staff, we received some clarity, I hope.
The world editor features 3 categories of kits: AltSpace VR, Mine, and Featured.
Mm-hmm.
AltSpace VR worlds are staff created and supported kits. They're trusted kits. Mine are kits you've created or kits that have been shared with you, and it's up to you to trust them or not. If they are shared with you, ask the owner to ensure that they've been updated.
Yeah. Now, featured are the kits that have been selected by AltSpace VR world building staff team for inclusion. However, the staff doesn't control them. Staff may have added some kits, but they did so not as staff, but for fun. Because don't forget, many of our staff members are also community members. Okay, so they did so for fun, just as others brought their kits in to be featured. Now, these are not to be trusted, as in their owners may or may not have updated them to the last version. Okay, you have to check with the owners. If you can't check with the owners, some featured world builders have been very busy and may update their kits later, or some might never update them. Thus, they might disappear, and some did, and some did, and now we're back. So, you know, we're working on that. So you just be aware of that, okay?
So as you're building, as you make your selection from the available kits, keep this information in mind. Trust the ones from AltSpace VR, and the rest, toss the dice. With that in mind, many world builders are asking AltSpace VR to add more trusted kits to AltSpace VR category. And they say they will over time. They are a little busy right now, as you might well imagine. And yeah. But yeah, so we'll leave it. Go ahead.
That's all I know.
I was about to say something, and I decided to keep it internal.
I think so. Yeah, we both are thinking that. We both are thinking that. So many of the kits in the feature group have now been updated, and last week there were many missing. Thus, the Wednesday World Building Tour Showcase was canceled. And it will be back, coming hopefully this week. Yes, we're hoping at it this week with the Skulls and Skeletons theme tour. So keep an eye out on it for the calendar and be ready for some amazing worlds. As Karen 666, I love the Skulls and Skeleton tour. That's a great theme. So check that out.
Now, we share articles regularly in our AltSpace VR News and Updates channel and in our News and Updates Discord server. We share tips and techniques on using Unity to encourage world building in AltSpace VR, and so that you can too. Keep your AltSpace VR tips on how to use it and how to build worlds coming, so we can continue to help each other along our journey. We really, really appreciate that. So for more information on world building, also visit help.altvr.com and developer.altvr.com. And as I'm speaking, my voice is like disappearing. So first it was my computer, now it's my voice.
Oh no, you're losing your voice. Oh no, you can do
Somebody
it. You can
makes
do
it to the end of this.
Water, drink some water. All right. So again, more for the blooper reel. All right. So let's talk about some events. Oh my goodness. Now I'm starting to lose mine. Okay. So the Ask Me Anything series started last week, and it was a huge success. And this week looks like another winning event. The VR Enterprise Solution of the Year award went to I don't know how to pronounce this, but Viro, VIROO, Virtualware's Immersive Rooms, so Veru, I think it is. Veru is, VIROO, is a commercial virtual reality system that generates virtual environments and rooms at an enterprise level. And Thursday's event is a great opportunity to learn more and ask questions about this award-winning technology. So check that out. And in addition to all of the amazing events and activities that we report on every single week here that are going on all the time, we wanted to take a moment to highlight Mingle and Chill. This is one of the longest running events in AltSpace VR. Hosted by AltSpace VR staff, usually Keegan, the program owner of AltSpace, it's a chance to talk to the people making the decisions about how AltSpace works and to give your feedback. It's also an opportunity to learn about all the aspects of what's going on literally behind the scenes. So, and often some things are reported on. We get some news announcements once in a while. So check it out every Wednesday. And, what other companies do you get a chance once a week to sit down with the people who are the big cheese, the big bosses, and have a conversation, so to speak? And she loves your input. She loves your stories. So check that out.
Now, on to something really exciting, the 2020 Educators in VR International Summit. I'm so thrilled about this. This is Laurella Daniels, baby, and it's coming February 17th to 22nd here in AltSpace VR, featuring over 100 hours of educational workshops and presentations on integrating VR, AR, and XR into classroom research and development for education spread across 6 days, most of them here in AltSpace. And can I tell you that it's, yes, geared to education, but in some way we are all learning and teaching. So it really applies. So many sessions are so, you'll find them so interesting.
Oh,
there will be live streams
amazing.
And individual workshops with experts from around the world. And trust me, you get to go to workshop at times around the globe. And the entire event is free and open to the public. Educators in VR is looking for volunteers to help with logistics, moderation, filming. You guys, a great experience to see behind the scenes of how it's an event that lasts longer than 30 minutes, right? Like how some events are really put together. You'll get a really good view of that, and you'll be doing a huge thing for our community here in AltSpace as we focus more on events. This is an exciting one to have hosted here in 2020. So if you would like to help, please see us after this event and we'll get you information, get you the information you need. It's really groundbreaking conference and we'd love to have you involved. And no matter how much time you can give, you don't have to, whatever it is that you're able to contribute from time-wise is appreciated.
Yeah, and Donna, you're involved. You're involved here.
I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm just absolutely thrilled.
And there's several people that are already in the audience that are involved. So you've got to join them. It's going to be amazing. Yay.
Now remember the conversation doesn't stop here in AltSpace VR. Check out the various Discord groups we have for the AltSpace VR community and activities. Now there is a new official AltSpace VR group, but many of the other ones are still rocking. We have a list in the lobby, so just make sure you go check it out. If you're new to AltSpace especially, make sure to go check it out. Okay, now on to an exciting topic.
Yay! All right. So, Donna, what do you see up on the monitor in front of you? What slide do you see?
The events.
Okay. All right, good. Now we're semi in sync. Okay, I'm not even close to in sync. Now I'm totally lost. Okay, there we are.
Now there's
now we see the
discussion.
update. Okay, yeah. All right. Sorry, we had more snafus. Okay, so we're going to talk today about portals for our discussion. Okay, Donna. So I know it's a favorite subject of yours. You want to start?
Do I want to start? Portals are, so let me just say, portals are a very unique feature that AltSpace VR gave us. We've had access to portals for a long time, And right from when I came into Altspace, it was a fabulous way to go world hopping. And seriously, you take a group of people, maybe it's a group of your friends, and you start in one world, and you just keep going from place to place. It's a great way to move together. You stay as a group together, and it's really a fun feature. If you want a rewarding feature, head over to the campfire. It's pretty, like it can, won't take you long to figure out a couple people who are really new to Altspace that are in the campfire and haven't experienced some of the amazing worlds that we have. So right now, our worlds are limited a little bit compared to what we were used to from last week and before that. But you may still have some favorites where keep in mind when you go world hopping that if you have favorited worlds, that when you take people to those worlds, the Unity upgrade did affect a lot of worlds. So you may have access to a world and it may not react the same way. So keep in mind that there's big red letters beta attached to everything that says worlds, right? So just keep that in mind. But world hopping gives us the portals give us a great way to transport. Now, Laurel, do you want to tell us about portals
the
in events?
negative part? So the portals are only really allowed in public open access areas. They're not allowed in events. And one of the analogies that I provide in the Altspace VR 101 is that when, imagine you've spent, 2 months or more creating a party and building the party. You've been getting, your list is out. You've got all the people, the whole place, your whole house or wherever the event is filled with people. You're having a great time and somebody comes over and says, hey, I have a better idea. Let's leave and go somewhere else. And when you throw a portal at an event, you're saying this sucks and we're going someplace else, which is horrible. It's horrible to just kidnap the audience. And that's what it does. So we've put in requests to Altspace to have portals be limited only to public spaces. But we also, until that happens, which we kind of don't want because we like throwing portals at events when events are designed, like the World Tour event is designed to move you from space to space using portals. At the end of Altspace VR 101, we love taking people flying, and that means throwing a portal, okay? But what we don't want is in the middle of a serious moment, when somebody is sharing something about a parent dying or dealing with cancer or some other serious issue to hear coming right out of your ears because somebody's
I know,
a portal.
that's such a loud thing.
Oh,
it's so
God,
identifiable, right? That
it
thing
is.
you can see, yeah.
Yeah, I just hate it. And so please, for right now, all we have is etiquette. So never throw a portal during an event and spread the word. Let people know these are not for events. Yeah. But if you're in an open world, go for it. If you're in a public world, go for it. Stay out of the info zone. That's not a public world. It's Armageddon. No, what is it? Somebody calls it's purgatory for some people. But don't throw a portal in the info zone because guests hook onto it and they can't go anywhere. And now you've just, it's so frustrating to explain. They have to get in a cab. So don't throw them in the info zone. But everywhere else, go for it, except in events.
Now, okay, so now on a bit of compassion side. I remember when I was new to Altspace, brand new. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't really have any friends. I was just experimenting with it. I'm an introvert, just kind of went to, and I created a portal by accident. I saw this button, didn't know what it was. I created a portal. I can tell you I was mortified. And I didn't know how to close it. Like I didn't know what it was and I didn't know how to close it. So there's amount of you in the audience, in our audience today, in person, that know what portals are, you know how to create them, and you know how to destroy them. Now, there may be some new people in the audience, but also watching our live stream or on the YouTube video later that don't know exactly what it is. And when you go into info of a world, there's a portal button, and you click that, and it opens up this very distinctive portal straight from Stargate, right? Like, and that's sort of what it's. what
Okay,
it's like.
don't click on it, but for those that are new here, I'm going to do one and then I'm going to destroy it. Let's see here. There. That's the
So
sound.
see that sound? When you're at an event, that sound like beams at everybody, okay? Now, so I want to tell you that if you are like me and you create one by accident and you get hopped on by a moderator, maybe even kicked from an event, okay, understand that we get it. There's new people. There's also a lot of people that go, it's one of the ways they disrupt events, okay? So you may get accidentally booted from an event because you created a portal, especially if you did it by accident. Go to the campfire, go to the admin person and explain what happened. We got the sweetest note. Laurel and I do one-on-ones, and we got the sweetest note this week. Somebody went to the campfire, said they created a portal by accident. They had no idea, and they didn't know how to tell us, like, we're not friends with them. And so they didn't know how to say sorry. So they went to the campfire and told the admin person how sorry they were. So what I want you to keep in mind is that when you are at an event and somebody creates a portal beside you, don't attack them because they did something that they weren't allowed to do. They just might not have known they were not to do it. Okay, so helping them destroy it is way more constructive than getting maybe getting upset or letting a moderator deal with it or whatever, right? So just keep in mind that not everybody that creates a portal really knows what they just did, and but it can be, but that sound when you hear it, and that's part of why we don't like portals at events, because even if you've got everybody muted, so for instance, right now it's mute all. If you guys try and talk, you're not able to talk, but you could still hear the sound of the portal. The mute all does not kill the sound of the portal. And I have to say, as I don't know, this probably never happens to Laurel, but it happens to me all the time. That when I'm talking, if somebody sends me a message or I hear that portal go off, it throws my mind off like a train on a train track. And now I'm like tumbling down the side of the mountain and I'm like, what? Where was I? And I try not to let that happen, but it does happen. So it's not only disturbing to the people in the audience, sometimes it can really throw event hosts off, right? So I've had, and Laurel has probably experienced the same thing. I try not to mention them in one-on-ones because as soon as the people who want to disturb, they really focus on that. So we've had to, we've had more than, in a 30-minute period, had more than a dozen portals created, right? So people know they're not supposed to do it. We talk about it, and it can just be really frustrating. So thanks for letting me share that, Laurel.
Yeah, of course. All right, so just know the etiquette is portals only in public spaces, not in events. And if for some reason you need to throw it in an event, ask the event host, okay? You know, don't assume you can do it just because you're at the barbecue or some big social party. Ask if it's okay, because really some event hosts get really, really honked off. So as you well heard from both of us. But it's a great tool, and here we are. So thanks, everybody. And Donna, are you ready?
Yeah. And so you can keep up with the AltSpace news and updates. That's everything for us for today. But you can keep up with what's going on by subscribing to our event through channels tab on the altvr.com website. You can join us on Discord. And you can watch a live stream of past news events on our YouTube channel. We've just added, excuse me, the AltSpace VR announcements feed to our news and updates Discord server. So we are here for you to keep, we're here for you to keep you updated on the news in AltSpace. So please tell a friend and share our Discord and YouTube channels so that others can keep up with the news as well.
Absolutely. And now Donna has to race out. She has an event, but we're going to hang around here after the news to answer your questions and talk to you about what you're doing in AltSpace. So stick around because we would love to chat with you. And because we're on front row, we have people in the second room. I'm going to stay up on the stage at this time to answer some questions until the second room clears out. And I want to thank every one of our amazing news and updates volunteers and the moderators who helped make this such a success. We could not do this without you, and we need more help. If you can't tell up here, we need lots of help.
But that would be the kind of help they can give. However,
darn it. Come on. I'm sure there's a psychologist out there somewhere. Anyway, So
yeah.
we need
Oh.
more moderators and help for people filming and for backup and whatnot. And maybe you might be stepping up on this stage to help give the news too. So who knows? We love sharing all the roles here. So thank you, everybody, and we will see you next week. And hang around. I'll be asking. I'll be asking questions. And
Yeah.
maybe
See you next
answering
week,
them.
everyone.
Thanks, Donna.
Okay.
Thanks, Mark. Yay.
Okay. Yeah.